Hey guys, welcome to Picksburgh. This is Anthony, and welcome into the mid-morning break room. I'm here with two of my good friends, Derek, Nascarman 3345, and Craig, Landshark Picker. Guys, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, that'd be great.
Go ahead, Derek.
Okay, I'm Derek. I'm Nascarman 3345. Just wanted to say hi to everybody. I do eBay, Facebook Marketplace, multiple other yard sales, flea markets, all different toy shows. I have a auction on Monday nights, and tonight will be my racing show where you race your cars. So
it sure doesn't feel like Friday to me. I don't know why.
No, I know.
I don't know if it's because of being this type of business where it's days run together, then having a holiday. It's odd. Hey, I'm Craig, Landshark Picker, my channel. Welcome everybody in. I sell on eBay primarily, do a little bit of Amazon, do a good bit of Facebook Marketplace, source at yard sales, thrift stores, estate sales, Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist. So just another day in the neighborhood.
And we normally have another gentleman on named Tommy. His channel is The Bargain Effect. So you might want to also sub to his channel because we do a rotation. Where we share each day on different channels. So you want to make sure you subscribe to all of us. For me, you can go ahead and just click that subscribe button. Around here, we like to say we like them gray instead of red. So go ahead and click on it. That way you will see every time we go live. You might want to hit that notification bell. Although this show is live Monday through Friday, from typically at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So depending on what part of the country you're in, you're going to want to have to make a notification for that. But yeah, the theme I set for today is, what are your holiday weekend plans? Any sourcing opportunities or anything like that? I know in Pittsburgh, it's not looking real great, especially in part of town as far as sourcing. So I was actually thinking about, instead of yard selling tomorrow, maybe just go thrifting. I don't know about you guys.
I think I moved the same one before we went live. Like I was showing you, I think I showed 10, and no, it was six. What it was less than 10 in a 20-mile radius that the yard sale treasure map was showing me, and I think it was only like 3 or 4 in a 20-mile radius today. So yeah, I don't think it's worth my time getting out. I may do the same thing.
Well, we're supposed to get bad weather tomorrow with some rain and everything. We're supposedly having a yard sale. We're supposed to put canopies up and everything, but we're going to really look at it and see if it's really, really worth it to even go out there and put everything out there to get damaged to make $10, So,
yeah. And I think the lack of yard sales is probably just the 4th weekend. Everybody's probably running around. A lot of people take off because they had Thursday off, probably took off Friday and Monday and had a really long weekend. And yard sales are probably the last thing on their mind for a lot of people, I had a feeling.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to take a minute to say hello to everybody in the chat. First person in here was Steven Scroggins. Thanks for being here, bro. DC Sales, thank you so much for being here all the way from Kentucky. Veronica the Cherry Picker, good morning to you. Gate City Pickers here. Kelly the Ecom Mom Ward. Mary McQuain. Glenn the Swamp Picker. What's up, man? I'm glad you're here with us. Sherry McD, Lisa C. Let's see, anyone else? Debbie Does Sales. How you doing, Debbie? Good morning to you. Jennifer Hayes, Diane Matthews. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate every one of you. And looks like I had a question from Gate City Picker asking, did anything get damaged really bad when the shelf fell? Yeah, a good bit of it, actually. I got some stuff that I'm still sorting through, but I tested a good bit of it, and there's some stuff that I already had to just throw away. There's a few things that are damaged but still work. I'm going to take those to the flea market and just try to get my money back for them. And then there's a couple items I was able to salvage. Believe it or not, I had a small Disney Princess tube TV on the top, and it didn't break. Like, the top part of it busted off, but I was able to fix it.
Wow.
That still works good. and I had, I think, 3 combo units that I was able to salvage that worked good. And then I had one, it was like an older tape deck where you could like dub tapes. I'm selling that for parts on eBay. But other than that, yeah, a good bit of the stuff I had is all pretty much trash at this point.
Wow.
Wow.
That sucks.
I'm surprised that TV didn't have any trouble.
Yeah, I was too. I thought for sure it would have shattered.
Yeah.
No. That's crazy. So what did you guys do yesterday?
Me and Ash went out to Splash Lagoon in Erie, Pennsylvania. And it was just like an indoor water park. We were planning to have like my family and some of our friends to Sandcastle here in Pittsburgh, which is like an outdoor water park, but it was raining yesterday. So we decided to go out to the indoor water park, and pretty much just 2 of us since it was like a 2-hour drive. But we had a lot of good fun, and believe it or not, I actually made a really good sourcing connection out there. There's a guy who's from I want to say Syracuse, New York, and he gets pallets all the time, like really high quality stuff. And he turns around and he doesn't do any like online sales like eBay or any of that stuff. He flips it all locally. So he's literally he explained it like instead of trying to hit the home run on this stuff, he's trying to hit a double every time. And I said, that's fine with me because I'll take an RBI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you want to hit a double, I'll certainly, partner with you on that. So we're trying to work out some kind of a deal where he typically doesn't ship, but trying to get him to ship some of the stuff to Pittsburgh for me.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So there should be a whole lot of money taking some of the stuff that he only sells locally, putting it on eBay. So he gets like really high quality stuff.
So, what did you do, Craig?
I was just telling Anthony before you jumped on, we normally go to a state park that's like literally 5 minutes down there. I'm very lucky. I'm like 5 minutes this way and 5 minutes that way and get to a lot of stuff. And they have a really good fireworks show up there. This year we decided not to go and went to a place called the American Village. It's about 15 minutes south of me, but it's an area just out in the middle of nowhere, and they built up all these colonial style like a courthouse. They built, it's not an amusement park, but they do presentations that are everybody's colonial dressed, and it's a really it's I don't know how many acres, but it's a big facility and had a really good. They got up and read the Declaration of Independence. They did a really great fireworks show. It was an all day thing. I think we got out there about 12 o'clock. My sons just started playing in a drum line. And they played, so it was it was a lot of fun. It was a long day, but it was a lot of fun.
No, it's old school. Like they do the old woodworking and stuff like that in the building.
They have areas like that. A lot of it on display, but a lot of the stuff they do, like they'll have, they call them historical interpreters. It's usually college students that are dressed up in the colonial dress, and you walk in one area, it's like the chapel, and they'll be, talking about religion, and you walk into like the woodworking thing, and they'll be showing you stuff. It's a lot like some of the stuff at Epcot where they have the presentations, not the rides.
Right. Yeah, we have up in the area, and especially around New England, we have it's called Sturbridge Village, and literally you go through, and these people actually talk and dress the actual colonial times. Right. So it's kind of cool. But when you live up here, after one time you're gone, it's like, okay.
Right. The way this place is, a lot of the local schools take field trips there because it's very educational.
Right.
And I don't know if they're open, 8 to 5 or what. We've only gone down there on field trips and then on 4th of July now. We went down there on Memorial Day, and it was a lot of fun.
That's cool.
We had a couple people join Siosa Sales. Welcome back. Glad you can make it back. Queen City Picker, Tom, how are you? DG Picker, Mr. Jordan. Hope that makes you doing well.
What's up, Jordan? Gate City Picker asked if there's any live shows this weekend, and tomorrow I put it in the chat. I'll be doing my live working hangout at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if any of you guys want to drop by for that, we'd love to have you. Anybody want to be on the panel? It's kind of there's really no agenda with the show. It's basically just me hanging out with a lot of friends, and we're typically working on stuff and go over different pickups from the day, from like yard sailing and stuff like that. I'll probably be thrifting, so I'll probably have thrift pickups to talk about or whatnot. But yeah, I'd love to have you guys swing by for that. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Our other counterpart that's usually on with us, he's supposed to be, it all depends on how the weather is. He's going to let me know tonight. He's supposed to be doing his home flea market network, where you can go. He's going to go live at his flea market, and you can buy some of the items that you see at the flea market. So he's going to try it tomorrow, depending on the weather. So,
yep. Good morning, Sherry McD. Glad you could stop by. I don't know if we said hey to Lisa C either. Good morning, Lisa. I definitely appreciate everybody. It's kind of been a staple of our show. We've been going, not quite 2 weeks now. Mm-hmm. And I definitely appreciate everybody that's shown up every morning. It really means a lot. Like I said, without people watching, there'll be no reason for us running our mouths for an hour. You know, exactly. We definitely appreciate that. You know, we could be sitting here for an hour in a private hangout, and it's just different. And we definitely appreciate everybody showing up for sure.
Awesome. So Jordan, how's the baby doing? And hopefully you're not gonna get interfered during the show tomorrow night. I really hopefully you guys have something planned up, because Mr. Alex is gonna be in the new Fat Cave.
Fat Cave, nice. That's what's up. Jordan, if you want to share a link to that show, you can feel free, man. We're all about cross promotion here, guys. So if any of you guys want to drop links to your channels or share anything that you guys have on the horizon, we'd love to be able to showcase that for you during this time.
Yeah, I think on the weekend, the majority of stuff I see on the weekends live-wise is like the stuff that Alex does. You know, it's later Saturday night. Pat's got his. It's right after that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything. And you're doing you start doing your hangout regularly.
Yep.
There's not a lot of live stuff really every weekend that I can think of. Can y'all?
MSP Mothership Products does
right, the auctions that he does.
Yeah.
Is that Saturday afternoon?
Saturday night at 7.
Saturday night at 7.
Yeah.
Which that's great if people want to do auctions. I'm talking more live.
Yeah.
Live, not hangouts, but shows and stuff like that. And I'm not downplaying Dwayne's show, but it's purely auction based. And right. If you like that, I would definitely suggest it. But,
what are you talking about? Cross dressing, Lisa? What the heck? Oh, Lisa. All of a sudden, I saw the cross dressing. I'm like, what?
That took a turn now?
Yeah, it did. Wow. Unless it's Manny. Oh, God, Manny. I think Manny should have his own channel on YouTube, because he'll probably get a ton of subs just so.
Oh, okay. She said I said cross promotion. So that came in.
Yeah, exactly. Manny's the mannequin, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
That freaked me out the first time I was sitting there watching. I was like, okay, did that mannequin just move?
Yeah.
Did it change clothes?
Right.
How did that happen? How did I miss it?
And I feel bad. I love Josh to death. Josh, Suburban Band. He is so funny. He has so much knowledge, and he's always willing to learn and help people. And already 3 times this year he's had floods in his garage.
Wow.
It's just the way him and I were talking for a while one day, and it's just the street flows down and drains, and then he's gonna drop, and it goes right into this. It's like he makes it like a pool. Yeah. So he's trying to figure out a way. They won't let him put a French drain in, and I don't know. It's just really.
I had a friend that not a close friend, more of an acquaintance. Yeah. I knew through somebody else, and he lived in his lot. The road set at a reasonable grade, but his front yard was like this, went down.
Yeah.
And then it kind of almost flattened out a little bit, but all the water ran off the road and directly down his driveway. And then a lot of our homes that are built on hills like that, you've got a drive-in 2-car garage on the bottom, almost like a split level thing.
Yeah.
His basement like that flooded multiple times. He said, "I'm selling this house. I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with this anymore."
Cool.
Welcome in, Dom.
Funny.
Glad you can make it.
I have a Zoom set. I have a Zoom set up on my computer. I'm planning on doing a stress test. Not
Tom, have you signed up for the pro account on Zoom, or are you pulling it through OBS? What are you doing?
Yeah, a stress test.
Oh, exactly. Sandbags. Yep. I think some of the houses are like that. They put a little lip on the going into the garage and all that. But it really, I mean, if you got a lip this tall and the water's just gushing down the hill.
Last time he had 5.5 inches. This time he had 4.5. You know, it's just
a shame.
The only water leak we've ever had. We went off. My family, again, a very convenient thing. I live an hour north of my parents, and we live an hour south of my wife's parents. So we're very simply located. I mean, really, within 2 hours, I can be anywhere within anything I need.
Yeah.
But we went down to my parents' house for Christmas one year, and came home, and our hot water heater had busted. That was a mess.
What's up, Harlan?
What's up, Harlan? That was a nice picture yesterday, too, Greg, you and your wife.
Do it.
That was a nice picture.
At least half of it was.
No.
You can pick out whichever half you want. I'll have to post some of the pictures. I think she took some pictures from the thing we went to yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
I'm going to hand out a couple more wrenches here, guys. First one's going to go to DC Sales. Thank you so much for being here and being active in the chats and being awesome. Next one I'm going to give to Harlan's Reselling Adventures. Thanks for being here, Harlan. And then Queen City Picker's going to get one too. So you guys have officially all been wrenched.
Nice.
What day did the invoices go out for those? That goes out on the 3rd of every month?
I think it does.
I'm going to send it out on the 15th because that's normally when I get billed for eBay.
So don't be surprised when you get that invoice.
Yeah, you're gonna get an invoice. I did that just when I was with Darlene just a little while ago. Said something. We're trying to get Donatella onto it, and she kept on screwing up. I said, well, you know what? I'll take the $15 if you get it into my PayPal account. You know, I have to get charged to help you get onto the live.
Shut up and take my money. Yeah, exactly.
What's up, Cleveland Picker? Thanks for being here.
I was in somebody's live show one night, and it's a channel that I'm blocked on, and I almost logged in with my other. I've got multiple accounts, and I almost logged in with another account that I knew wasn't blocked, saying, "I'm trying to send you a super chat under this account, and I can't." I didn't do it. I wasn't gonna poke the bear.
So Harlan, hope you enjoyed your trip back with Scott and everything. Hopefully this weekend you get to go out and do some stuff. So
how things looking up your way, Harlan, yard sale wise? We were talking about that a minute ago. I know this weekend in Birmingham, there's literally, I think it was less than 10 in a 20-mile radius. He's up in Huntsville. He's about 2 hours north of me.
Yeah,
and they get some of the stuff they find at yard sales. Their yard sales are a lot better than some of the stuff I see down here in general. Yeah.
There was only 3 in my area this weekend. So he just said the map looks ugly.
Today I've got 5 within 20 miles. I'm just south of Birmingham. 11 within 20 miles on Saturday, which is not even worth my time at that point. They're all up closer to downtown Birmingham. Not worth the drive, more than likely. Wow. Cherry Pickers is about 55 around me. Where's Cherry? I know I've seen her in the chat. Where is she from? I don't know where she's from. 55. Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, I've got 2 near me today.
Yeah, really? Yeah, there's one near me today. And the pictures that they showed, I knew that it was not going to be a sale for me because they had 3 pieces that they mainly highlighted in the pictures. And I knew if I was going to go, it was going to be big money. You know, you just don't. It's the it's a vintage toy from '85, and it's the variant of the toy of in the box.
Wow.
So it's like, oh man.
Yeah. Junk Trader, welcome in, Anissa. Sorry, I don't know if we said hello to you earlier.
Podunk.
Hey, what's up, Kelly? Hip flipping mama's in the house. She's
I'm sorry, I missed that one too.
headed
Sorry.
to Chicago. So hopefully you have good luck out there. I think you said you're thrifting this weekend, so good luck to you. Looking forward to seeing some video. If you're going to shoot some, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
And Cherry Picker says they're from Colorado.
I didn't know that. I know I'd seen the name in the chat a couple of times. I didn't know where she was from.
Well, she's near Kimmy. She's near borderline border-ish.
So I don't know, Anthony. I don't know if you know Anissa, Junk Trader. She's up in Pennsylvania as well.
Yeah, we've never met in person, but we've talked a lot on YouTube.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, 11 sales. You probably see double or triple that normally, Harlan, don't you?
It's just it's the weekend for one.
Yeah.
And then we got the holiday. You know, it's just
I really think a lot of people took extended vacations and stuff like that, knowing they had Thursday was a great day for a holiday to follow on, you know?
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking forward to 2 weeks from now. They're having it's called the Mount Vernon Community Yard Sale. It's here in New Kensington where I live, and literally every single house has something going on, and it's one of my favorite sales of the year. So we've lived here, we've gone, and like we just find incredible stuff.
Now, do you walk it or with a
I have walked it before, but I'll probably drive it this year because Ash is having surgery on the 15th.
Right.
So between like my hips and her just fresh out of surgery, we'll probably just drive it, and I'll probably have her drive, to be honest, and I'll just pop out and grab stuff.
Too bad you didn't have a little golf cart with a trailer in the back. You sit there.
That would be awesome. That'd be really cool.
Somebody did that. I was watching a video probably last week, and somebody literally, they had a little golf cart, and they would go up and down, and they had the red wagons. You know, the red wagons, they had 2 straps in the back.
That's awesome. I'm going to have to get something like that rigged up.
Yeah.
I saw Scott had a video on the other day where he was doing scooter trage.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I really like those neighborhood sales, and even if it's not a neighborhood sale, but you look at the yard sale treasure map and you see this cluster. And what drives me crazy when you've got decent number of yard sales, but it's here and here and here and here. You know, they're really spread out. I hate nothing more than going to one yard sale, getting back in the car, and driving 10 minutes to get to the next one.
Right.
That's no fun.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The one I watched the other day, they put up the treasure map, and literally it was like every single street had 7, 8, 9.
That's when you go cha-ching.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, some of the stuff they will find, and I'm like, that's cool. But they will leave. The thing is, I mean, yeah, everybody has their niche, but I'm sitting there going, oh, you left that. Oh, why did you leave that? Oh, why no? No, and it wasn't just toys. It was stuff that I know that would sell. It's like, that. Why would you leave that? What? That's not something that's not. I don't know. But like I said,
I don't know about y'all, but I know when I'm either at a thrift store or, you know, hitting the yard sale trail, and you get out there, and if you're doing the yard sale trail, you typically you're going to follow a crowd. Typically, if you all, you know, because a lot of people are following yard sale treasure maps, so you end up getting sales with some. You're going to see some of the same people, and you get to know where people are picking items to resell and stuff like that. And you walk behind somebody, and they walk past something, either at a thrift store or the yard sale. They walk past something, and you pick it up, and like, wait, there's money there. You know, especially if somebody says, well, there's nothing in there, and you walk in and you find, you know,
final carriage full of stuff. Yeah. Yep. But that's what's cool about reselling. I mean, yeah, you have the people that you're going to compete against that buy the same things. Always find the TI-83s, the TI-84s, the video games, the old toys. You know, you're always gonna find people that do that. Like not yesterday, was it Thursday, Wednesday night? My wife and I, we went out to the stores and we went to Savers and we went to the Stop and Shop, which was one of the grocery stores we have. And I went in and all of a sudden I looked in there dumping, and literally the case of the Hot Wheels that they had was from a year and a half ago.
Wow.
I opened it, so I start going through it and I'm picking stuff up. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I haven't seen this in a while. And this guy comes up next to me and just starts putting his hands in the bin. I'm like, really? Like, he's like, oh, did you find anything good yet? I'm like, why? You want it? And I just kept on going through it. I'm like, seriously? He just kept on putting his hands in. I'm like, are you seriously gonna do this? And it was probably 4x4. It was a small little square ones. It wasn't a big, huge dumping where you could put 4 or 5 people around you. This was one and you couldn't get to the other side, so I had the one area. And this guy was just being adamant and just grabbing. I'm like sitting going, seriously, bud? Seriously? These are from 2 years ago. If you don't know what you're looking for, get away. And my wife's standing next to me going, oh, no. I'm like, hey, I got my thing I'm looking at. So,
yeah.
I did find some cool stuff. Stuff that, like, I haven't seen in a while, and stuff that either I opened up and I wanted another one in package. And so.
That's cool.
Don says to bring a rat trap with you and put it in the bin.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that'll teach you. Definitely. And sometimes, when you're outsourcing, taking that whole thinking outside the box approach, go to those stores that you don't think, there's stores out there that you don't think carry toys, like a Publix.
Mm-hmm.
We've got, I don't know how widespread Publix is around the United States, but I know they're down in the Southeast. But
I loved going to Publix when I was in Florida.
I know they carry. They have a small toy aisle, some small little sections. Sometimes you can go in there, like you're talking about stuff being a couple of years old. Sometimes you can walk into a grocery store because they're not focusing on toys.
Right.
They're going to put it up there, and they're probably going to forget about it. You may be able to find some good stuff in the little toy section.
Right. My favorite place to go to was Albertsons.
My dad worked for Albertsons for 25 years.
That store was one of the best stores, and a lot of people don't know what it is, but it's pretty much, I don't know, what would you call Albertsons? Like a grocery store /
It was a grocery store. It wasn't really into the supermarket like Walmart started doing, getting into the home goods and stuff.
Right.
They got bought out by Bruno's down here. I don't know how it was up your way.
Yeah.
But he worked for him. He was a pharmacist for as long as I've ever known.
When I used to go down in the summer to visit my grandmother, they had one right around the corner, and right in front of it, right when you pulled in, they had the old Kodak, the Kodak hut. So
right.
You used to walk by there, check all the people. The one kid sitting in there waiting for people to come on in, like hello. And then you walked into Albertsons, and I knew exactly where that toy aisle was. It was like, boom, one run right to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
had a couple people
higher, but
had a couple people jump in. 4-Eyed Hustler, welcome in. South Texas Picker, welcome in this morning. So. Yeah, one thing I always liked about Albertsons, and over the year, back in the early '80s, mid '80s, not all the stores did it, but they always had that free cookie thing in the deli where you could walk.
Exactly. Yep. This was at it. Yep.
That was always nice. Aldi's is good for sourcing. We've got Aldi's down here. It's a smaller one. I don't know how big all the Aldi's are around the states. I know
ours is seven aisles. That's it.
And I don't know exactly how big ours is, but it's probably not much bigger than that if it is.
Right.
I don't know if they're all that way. I would assume so.
Yeah. I mean, remember, Aldi's is a German company.
But they're either owned by the same company or Trader Joe's owns them or something. They're connected to Trader Joe's somehow.
Yeah. But during the summer, during the winter, during Christmas, yeah, you definitely go in there and source, because they have stuff that sometimes you don't even find around here. And I found Hot Wheels in there. I found all different German chocolates, all different oddball stuff, and It's great.
Yeah, and the prices are good.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Glock 30 fan. Glad you could make it. Oh, Debbie says they've got 2 of them. And they're good size. 7, yeah, 7 rows or aisles. That's probably about the size of one we've got. I think we've got another one that's a little bit further away. I'll have to go up there and see if it's any different. All their food is guaranteed. Wow. I didn't know that.
HEB. Yep. HEB. Yep. Yeah, we don't have any around here, but I've heard about HEBs. Another one where going in, finding them in them, HEBs, Albertsons, what's the Ralph's Market, and there's another one out Midwest that people go to, and Kroger's.
Yeah.
They for some reason Mattel makes special limited edition cars that will only be to those grocery stores.
Yeah. And that applies for, you've got like using in that example, Funko Pops. There's Walmart exclusive Funko Pops. There's Target specific exclusive Funko Pops.
Yep. GameStop.
So if you ever see anything that's exclusive to a store like that, at least pick it up and check it. Because if it's exclusive to that store, the production is going to be limited compared to an item that's released to Walmart, Target, Best Buy, wherever,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right, Kelly. Yeah, she says Walgreens has great clearance. I pick up a lot of stuff at Walgreens whenever I go in there.
Yeah.
I like Walgreens because their clearance tag is Walgreens is the one that's orange, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's other stores where the clearance tags blend in with the other tags, so it's hard to.
Yeah.
I think it is Walgreens. It's orange. It's so much easier to pick it out if you just quickly scan an aisle.
Cherry Picker's asking, is anybody collecting the Mountain Dew state cans? I didn't even know they were doing it.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I didn't either, to be honest.
So, Adam, did you know that?
What?
They're doing state cans, Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Okay. My son knows.
We got to ask the kids what's going on.
Why?
That's all he drinks, so.
It's a Mountain Dew for a long
fuel.
time.
That's different.
No, it's not. It's still Mountain Dew.
So.
Debbie says her Walgreens isn't that good. Been there a few times. You just got to hit it at the right time and shop the right items. The good thing about the Walgreens, the CVS, I don't even know what else is in that category, but the pharmacy type places is their stores aren't really big. Like they're typically not much bigger than the Aldi's that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like you're going into a Walmart or a Kroger or something large where you got to really spend a lot of time trying to source if you're into the RA stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I know my CVS has maybe a 4x4, one section of toys. That's all they have. And then CVS, Walgreens, it's a little bit bigger. It's one aisle. But what was the other one we had? Oh, we had Rite Aid. When Rite Aid was open, that was only maybe a 6-foot section of toys that I used to check.
Yeah. We've got all of our Rite Aids shut down. I'm sure they're shutting down across the United States, but we've still got one open that has the Rite Aid logo on it, but it says we've got a CVS pharmacy.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they're just trying to sell out inventory or what. I don't know what the deal is. It's the only one that I know of. Justin Jacobs, welcome in. Good morning.
What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? You have a good 4th? Guys, if anyone in here is a content creator, go ahead and type 19 into the chat so that people can click on your 3 dots and go check out your channel.
19 and 19.
Good morning, Rebecca.
We need to ban her. She causes trouble.
Yeah, who sang that song? Do you remember?
I don't. I don't. Do you?
It wasn't even really a song. It was more of a
right. That's all I remember. 1990 Saigon, whatever they. That's about all I remember about it.
But it was about Vietnam. That's all I remember.
Right.
So.
Huh.
I got a couple of pickers. I didn't see you guys come in. I want to give you guys a wrench though because you guys show up quite a bit.
I think I got a notification. I think they, unless I'm thinking of somebody. Oh, Never mind. I had the wrong name. I'm about to say this. They just released a video, but it was part-time pickers.
Yeah, they do a lot. They throw a lot of content.
Yeah. So y'all be sure you anybody that put 19 in the chat, be sure to hit the 3 dots and go check out their channels. Like I've said in multiple. I think I've said just about every morning. The only way that you can help channels out is by watching their content. You know, I mean, obviously with people that are monetized, that's different. But in general, you get the best way you can support people for watching their content.
Yeah. Good morning, Texas Val. Glad you're here.
Yeah, that's like I said. I just sitting back and whatever happens. I don't know what YouTube's doing. I'm down to 962 now, and whatever. It's to the point, like you said, that last bump is really
it's tough.
Yeah.
Just keep doing. I mean, you did something right to get where you are.
Yep.
You know, and again, I don't like I'm talking down to anybody because I know better than anybody else. You know.
Right.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing and let it come. You know, I know everybody's wanting to get there.
Right.
You know, it is what it is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like I'll get steady growth, and then like out of nowhere I'll just be like plateaued for a little while. So I don't know if that's what you're experiencing, but
yeah,
that happens to me every single time I get like a bump in like growth on the channel. I hit like a little plateau for a couple weeks, and then I start picking back up again.
Rebecca, as a wise man told me, just keep doing what you're doing. Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
He is Master Splinter, Rebecca. Not a wise man. He's Master Splinter.
I think those two kind of go with one another. You know?
Yeah, Splinter seems pretty wise to me.
Yeah, Splinter was awesome. So,
good morning. I don't know if you said. I heard you say somebody. Texas Val. She and one of the other Vals, chick picker, just jumped out of a very good plane for no reason. No, I think that's right.
Justin asked if the past couple of weeks have been slow for anyone else. I'm assuming he means on eBay. Typically, it is slow this time of year. June was probably one of the worst months I've had so far this year.
Same here.
Probably between June and either January or February. But yeah, June sucked.
It's tough, It is because everything's happening. School's ending. People are moving around. People getting things situated. Weddings, graduations. You just have to stay with the flow, and that's why I think doing a flea market or doing a yard sale or just doing that extra stuff that might be sitting back that you've been sitting on is a little extra way of getting money quick that you can do, that you can resource. So when fourth quarter hits, you're ready to go and you're firing off on all 8 cylinders.
Right. I think the key to these slow times, and I hate to even say slow times, it is what it is, Like I've said before, if you buy the right products, price them appropriately, and stay consistent in your listing, items are going to sell, but you can't let it get you down. And that's so easy for it to happen. I'm working, just the whole idea of I'm working so hard and I'm not selling anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's going to happen. You just got to, stay after it.
Yeah. Justin, Jordan, I wouldn't think you would have had any sales yesterday, but you never know.
Yeah. I'm sure yesterday was probably terrible for most people. Justin, that's how you highlight someone's name in a comment. Just put the at signal, the at sign, and then type their name if that's what you're talking about. If somebody does at in your name, it will highlight it for you. If you put at in somebody else's name, then it will show up highlighted for them, which is pretty cool. And if you put the at in and start typing, it'll autofill with whoever matches that. Tom sold 2 yesterday. That's good.
Justin says he's getting out of plush. It's all for me now. I've been slowing down a bit lately because I have 9 tubs filled with plush right now, but I still sell through 2 to 5 of them a week. So for me, it's worth it because I get them for order 50 cents each, and I make considerably more on them. So some people, plush doesn't work out for some reason. Some people it does. I don't know.
I think plush and hats are 2 areas that are probably underutilized as far as sourcing.
Yeah.
Like you said, you're not going to hit a home run, just like anything else. You're not going to hit a home run every time.
Yeah.
Those are two items you typically, if you get them at yard sales, you can get them just like pennies on the dollar.
Yep.
Even at the thrift store, I think the most I pay at the thrift store is like $1, maybe $1.40, $1.50.
I get them at the bins too. So like I'll buy a lot of hats and a lot of plush because I get them for nothing. So when they do sale, it's like literally like one sale pays for everything I buy.
Yeah. I'm surprised I picked up I picked up 7. They were new with tags. I think a hat company probably dumped them at my thrift store, but they were a hockey Cincinnati. You remember who? Cincinnati Cyclones. New with tags. Still had the little sticker on them. Everything. I hadn't sold them one yet, but I only paid like $1.49 a piece.
Yeah.
And they, at that price, I had $15, $16 and all of them. I can afford to let them sit. Yep. Rebecca, that's right. Hats. That's why one thing I like about hats, you can get them in. Get it buried to entry is low, and they're easy to store. You can get a box that's like the ones that slide under the bed, and fit 50 or 60 hats in it. And they're easy to ship.
Block 30 fan says looks like plush and hats have to be very specific ones to sale. The weird thing is in the category of plush. I just have been buying bulk lots from my Goodwill because they'll put them out for like 50 cents a piece. I've been selling the most random derpy looking plushes. Like it's insane. I've been sending Justin Jacobs some screenshots every time like a really derpy one sells that you would think would never sell. It's just blown my mind how much and it's not like every day or every other day or, even every week, one of those like really derpy off-brand ones sell, but like maybe once or twice a month, something really weird like that'll sell.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, like what I've been doing is I've been slowing down since I have 9 tubs of them already. If Siosa sells like Sturpy. I've been slowing down and really only grabbing like the really nice like name brand ones like Disney's and stuff like that. And Kohl's Cares are really good. Build-A-Bear, that kind of stuff sells well.
So I think the ones I know there's one to look out for when you said Disney. It kind of made me think there is the
like a Dandy or something like that sells pretty good too.
Yeah. The Lion King. They're the 2 hyenas.
Oh, okay.
You check those out. They're I think it was from the original movie. I've never seen one. Let me check real quick. They were in the $70 or $80 mark at one point or better.
Honestly, it could be just about anything. Block 30 fan. Like the last really like weird one I sold, it was actually a Dollar General. It was like a dog. It was like a beagle with like a Christmas hat. I just sold that a couple weeks ago, and seriously, it didn't even really look like a dog all like that. It looked like a deformed goat almost, but somebody bought it. You know what I mean? Like I've sold a witch riding a unicycle it was either March or April. You know what I mean? Like, so just like weird stuff like that. I don't know why it sells, but sometimes people buy it. I've had a couple like lesser known plushes sell just because I guess somebody's kid had one and it got tore up by a dog, so they wanted to buy the same one again. So there's like all types of different reasons. I've sold a bunch of plush at the flea market just because there's a couple people come by that they give it to their dogs as like chew toys. So like they'll buy a plush like that. So, but yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Some people do collect like witches, unicorns, stuff like that. But yeah, anything if you can find anything that says Disney Parks on it or anything like that, those do really well because they're park exclusive. So I definitely look out for those as well.
Yeah, Disney. If you really want to get into plush and learn a lot about plush, Flippin' Hippos is probably the best resource on YouTube that I'm aware of. I know she does other stuff. She does clothing, but she's big into plush. She has a really good content. Flippin' Hippos. Go check that out if you want to learn more about plush. I'm sure there's other good content. I don't want to say that none of us don't know. People on the panel don't know any better, but she's done it for a long time. She's very knowledgeable, so definitely check her out.
I'll have to look into that because I sell through a ton of plush, and I'm always looking for.
She's got a lot of knowledge in that area. Yeah, that hyena I was talking about, I've seen them $50 and $60. At one point, there were some. Here's one that sold for $118.
Wow.
Lion King hyena bonsai. That's a 12-inch. Which $118. It was a Disney Store exclusive though.
Yeah.
Disney Store exclusive, $150. $140. So the Disney Store one is the one to keep an eye out for. Looks like the others are selling, but not quite as high.
I just love the ROI on plush.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if I'll buy a whole bunch of them at once, and some of them I'll find either have like a little hole or like a stain or something. I'll just throw them in my flea market pile, and I'll sell them 2 for $1 at the flea market, you know, just to get my money back. But for the most part, you know what I mean? You sell one plush, you could have 25 cents, 50 cents, go all the way up to like $30 or $40 on the right plush, you know, so it's just great ROI.
Especially if you see them at yard sales. A lot of time you can walk into a yard sale if you see plush and they're not getting a lot of people looking at them. How much you want for all your plush? That's something they're just throwing out there typically, you know, that doesn't have a lot of attention as far as a seller, I would think, you know. They're concentrating more on their big dollar, you know, the big ticket items they're trying to sell. Or I think it's something that's easy to get in a lot and get a really good price on. And typically they're easy to picture. You take 3 or 4 pictures and that's it. I mean, how many pictures can you take of a plush? You know?
I try to maximize the 12 pictures on most of my items. But I like to show people like the seams are good, the tags, you know, like pretty much every angle of said plush. But yeah, I mean, really, you don't need to do all that. I just do it because I'm like OCD with it.
How do you ship your plush? I know there's different sizes, but do you try and box them? Do you put them in a padded flat rate? Do you go poly? What do you typically do?
If they're small enough, I'll go padded flat rate. I don't typically do poly on anything except for clothing.
Right.
For the most part, just because I don't want it to like tear and like put a hole in something or whatever. So if it's small enough, I'll definitely stuff it in a padded flat rate. If not, then I'll just stick it in a box if I need to.
I sold one of the big 28-inch, you know, maybe 24-inch, 26-inch, you know, something like that. It's a Tiger. I got really good money for it. It cost me like $25 to ship. But I ended up putting it in, I mean, something like that. I ended up putting it in a box.
Yeah.
And then went FedEx, ground.
The way I look at it, I always charge shipping anyway, so I don't really care what it costs as long as they're willing to pay it.
On the smaller stuff, some things like the little, I know gun was a decent, but I sold something. Little lambs and stuff I've done, not the lambs, but I'm trying to think. I sold something at $40 or $50. It was just a common looking, wasn't character, you know, what was that? I don't remember. Now that I start opening my mouth, I can't remember.
Gans is okay, Glock 30 fan. A lot of times they do like the Webkins, and those are worth more if you have the code.
Right.
So they can like unlock it in the game or whatever they do with it. But I've gotten a lot of those Webkins, and I just sell them without the code. And I've sold through several of them. They just has to be the right one people are looking for. You can get more with the code though. I've sold a couple with the code as well.
Yeah, the Debbie, I assume you're talking about the hyenas I was talking about. They were plush, not the plastic toys. I just posted the link for the hyenas. I mean, obviously there's some that are a lot lower end. It looks like the Disney Store ones, the Disney Store exclusive of the high dollar ones. No, the plush I was talking about weren't precious moments, precious memories, whatever it is. Huh.
Yeah, puppets are always pretty good to find too. You can find the right ones. It's a good bolo.
I think in general, I found, you know, if I sit down and list a handful of things, the oddball item in that group that I think is going to be the last to sell is usually the first to sell. You know, it's crazy that it's that way. You know, when I'm outsourcing, I'm looking for something that's going to catch my eye. Because if it catches my eye, somebody's probably going to be interested in it. Like the clothing with the crazy colors and something that I look at on the shelf and say, what is that? Yeah. If it catches my eye enough for me to say, what is it? Then there's somebody that's interested in it somewhere, more than likely.
For sure. Sherry McD, I've never sold any lamb chop plush or anything like that. So I don't know if that would do well or not. I mean, I would assume it would. There's probably people that are still into lamb chop. Not sure.
Yep. Couldn't tell you. Mug life. Yep. Coffee mugs. That's another item outside of the shipping. Well, shipping them in bad, but 90% of them are gonna have to go priority. But just another low barrier to entry. I mean, 90% of the ones you can pick up in thrift stores are 99 cents. I'm not going to go in there and pick up just everyday mugs, but anything. I pick up a lot of Disney stuff. Like that's just a Rainforest Cafe. Pretty cool. I haven't sold it, but what else do I have up there? There's just a plain Mickey Mouse.
Cool.
Actually,
all those type of cups, Disney stuff.
This is pretty cool. It's a heavier mug. I think I paid $1.49 for this one, but it's got a raised thing on it.
Yeah, I sorry about that, guys. I had to do a couple of things real quick. But did you see I don't know if you guys checked your Dollar Trees, but they're getting Star Wars mugs now.
Really?
Yeah, and they're averaging $10 to $15 a pop.
Wow.
Awesome.
A good brand to look for on mugs is Deneen Pottery. Deneen.
Okay.
I mean, it's not going to be an everyday find. Deneen. Yeah, I've got a pair of them listed, but they've got like company names on some of them. There's some of them that go up to $70 and $80. But they're really cool. They've got that brown drip look to them. Like the dark brown. Not all of them are dark brown, but they have like the frothy looking thing around the rim. Some of them. They're pretty cool. I'm sorry, not D-U, D-E-N-N. D-E-N-E-E-N Pottery. Here's one that sold for $43, $21. And obviously, there's some that are a lot lower. I think it depends on the logo that's on. Here's one that sold for $86.
Wow.
$65. Death Wish Coffee, I think, is one of their top of the line.
Okay.
Great sell right there. Kelly V. Mom Ward sold a Webkin signature German Shepherd plush for $300.
Wow.
So that's the type of score that I always look out for with stuff, because honestly, Webkins, my Goodwill sells them for 50 cents a piece. So I pick up that stuff all the time, just not knowing what's good, what's not. Because a lot of times with plush, I don't really I don't comp them before I sell them, because I know for a fact I'm going to get a minimum of $5 on whatever I sell. So 50 cents that right there is, I believe, a 100% profit or something like that, or a 500% profit. I can't math, but I know it's pretty good profit.
That's cool.
We've got our thrift store does bagged lots. The bags, back a year and a half ago, the bags used to be maybe a gallon bag that was had a lot of air in it, but it had a good number of items in it. But now they're getting down there almost like a quart, a lot smaller bag, and that's where they put their Beanie Babies, which I don't do Beanie Babies. Some people do. If you do, I'm not saying it's bad. But multiple times I've been in my store, and there's a guy that comes in there, and he's got an agreement with them. He'll buy every Beanie Baby bag sight unseen for a certain price. They just agreed. If he comes up and buys them, he gets them at, if they're $1.99 a bag, he gets them for 75 cents a bag. But he has to buy every one of them that he put, all of them in there.
Like my savers, we'll go in and they have tubs of Legos.
Right.
and they're like $139, but they're always being sold. So there has to be some guy that goes in and has a deal with them and just buys them all.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not paying $139 for 20 pounds of Legos.
I don't know what the going rate is, but Lego by the pound is almost like the stock market. It fluctuates.
Yeah, it's $7 right now.
I mean, $7 a pound isn't bad. And I made a couple of bulk buys. I bought lady was trying to sell. I don't remember what the poundage was. It wasn't like a huge big tub, but it was a good amount.
Yeah.
And she wanted a certain set price. I said, I'm telling you the truth. I'm buying them to resell. I sell them by the pound. The going rate is X number of dollars. I right now I'm only paying this amount per pound. She said, okay.
Right.
And the big thing there is, minifigures and stuff like that. I spent some time. It was enough where I spent like a couple of hours sorting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a couple last summer. We went to a yard sale and bought a Lego table, and she had a box that was like a wine box, like 4 bottles of wine that would go in it, and that was full. And then the Lego table was full, and we picked up. I think we got 102 Lego minifigures out of that area,
Nice.
and I paid $5 for it. And
That's not bad.
so,
yeah,
Beat that.
But,
Yeah.
but one thing you got to be careful though, selling Lego by the pound or in bulk is people that are buying it don't want all the Duplo and
no, I know.
a lot of them are looking for ones that are sanitized. You just soak them in hot water, not scalding hot water, but warm water for a period of time.
Right.
Some people do that, some people don't. When I sold mine, I sold them all by the pound, and I shipped them all out in medium flat rate, the cube style, not the long style, whatever you call that, and just added that to my price.
Deb asked, "Is it $7 the rate to buy or at selling right now? Selling at $7 a pound."
Right.
So, but yeah, it's tough. I mean, you got like you said, you have to break it down. You have to see what it is, and it does take a little while because there's so many little extras that could be on the bottom of the bucket, and this one goes with this. This goes with this. You have to know the stuff.
When I processed that tub that I bought, the one I was just talking about, you'd be amazed at the kind of stuff you find in there that's not Lego. I mean, it wasn't like gold jewelry. I found like costumes, a couple pieces of costume jewelry that were down at the bottom, and none of it was matched. That was like it just found its way into their tub when they were cleaning up or something. But
that's I know D from Flipping Particles. She was big into that. She was selling a ton of stuff like that, and she still has a lot. That was her niche back about a year and a half ago, and I don't know. She stepped out of it, and I think maybe she probably stepped out at the wrong time, or because right now it's starting to make a big strive again. So
yeah, there used to be a site, and it was either called BrickSeek before BrickSeek became the Walmart deal. It was Brick something, but you could go in there and you could buy one individual piece for one set, and it had all the inventory for every set. There's a whole market, And one good thing, a tip on Lego, if you can't identify what set Lego that it goes to, if you don't have any of the documentation, the box or anything, every Lego piece has a number on the bottom of it, on the inside. It's like probably a 4, 5, 6 digit number, and you can look that up, and it will tell you exactly what set it goes to.
Right.
It's a small number. It's tiny.
Rebecca said D still does Legos.
Yeah, but not like she used to. I mean, she wants to start taking her because if you see when she's at home in her backdrop, she has, because she was literally into it where she was going to the different conventions, and she built her own town and all this kind of stuff. So she's really like strong. Bricklink.
I knew it was Brick something. I'm sorry, I couldn't remember. And it may not have been connected to BrickSeek. I just made that connection in my head. And YouTube likes it when you mention BrickSeek in a video. Did Dita, however you pronounce that. Good morning, welcome back. Glad you decided to come back for another morning with us.
Dita will be racing for the first time tonight on the track too. Dita.
I'm still hoping I make it out of the first round. That's my goal. That'll be like winning to me.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, the past 3 weeks have been women. Anne Marie, Lady Freebirds won 2 weeks in a row, and then
I think we need to send the NCAA over there and investigate you. See if you're meeting compliance standards.
right, exactly.
There's something to be said if all the women are winning all the time.
Yeah, I mean, well, the only person that's really had good luck with me is Toon Track Racing, which is Mark. He's in Thailand, and Glenn. Glenn's in the finals for the year already. So
wow, I'm the same way, Rebecca. I think I've been out of the first round one time. But it's fun. Anybody in the chat that has not been by on Friday nights, come by Derek's channel. 6 o'clock, right? 6 o'clock Central. 6 o'clock. I always get it mixed up.
6 o'clock Eastern.
6 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. And it's gonna get crazier because we got some ideas coming up for just the oddball races for during the week. You know, the track changes every week except for the monthly racing. The monthly race will be always the same because you don't want to make it different for the people who are already in the finals because it's just not fair.
Right.
Sorry, no can do. No can do on the weights in the bottom of the car. That is not allowed. That's why if somebody does send me a car to race in the monthly racing, it has to be in package and not played, not tampered with.
Are you going to do live weigh-ins so the cars get weighed?
Yeah, exactly. I have my scale. I can do it. We do it at the club. We have a 39 grams or less race, and I literally have to sit there. And 2 months ago, we had 155 cars in that race, and I had to literally weigh each one before they raced.
So what else do you use a gram scale for, I wonder? Welcome in, Rusty Raccoon. Glad you could join us this morning.
I don't know, but it's kind of funny when you have all guys and a ton of kids at a club, and you're weighing cars with a gram scale.
Not that I was insinuating anything.
The other day for the first time.
Well, there you go, Lisa. See, I get people. It's very addicting when you can walk by, and all of a sudden you sit there and you go, "Oh, I like that." That's something that's really cool. Like I'll show you. Like I said, the cars I got the other day were older, but you can't find them, so might as well grab them. You know, the first car I'm going to show you guys. You really have to keep an eye on it because they made two different versions, but this one is made. This is Halo. This is the what do they call it?
Warthog.
The Warthog. But this one still has the gun on it. They took the gun off of it because it didn't meet standards and was not what they wanted. So they took the gun off of it now. So if you find it with the gun, it's better than what they did. Now, this one I'm sending to Destiny. It's called Gotta Go. It's a toilet. And when it races, the back of the car bounces and the toilet seat jumps up and down. So she loves toilet seat cars, so this one's gonna get sent to her. And then, of course, I love my my Ford pickup. So here's a '49 Ford pickup.
That's a cool car. A cool truck. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's really classy looking. And then, as I said, 2017. That's why these cars are so old. This is Happy New Year's 2018. So that's the New Year's car.
Nice. I don't know if you remember. I was asking you the other night. On the back, you know, the UPC, the barcode is like a generic barcode for the. It's not going to tell you that it's not going to come up with that car, that specific car.
Right.
The number at the top, I know the case number is on the far right, the last letter.
Yep.
Does that number up there, does that uniquely identify that specific car?
No. The one that specifically tells you that car is this number in the front right here.
Right. Because there's 365 in the series, and that was 76 out of 365.
Exactly. Yes.
But you would have, but in order to find that out, you'd have to know what series it's in.
And the series is that right there.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's why it says it is kind of a tedious on what to figure out and what to look for.
Right.
Oh, she just bought the carbonator. Awesome. Now, Lisa, just to let you know, that carbonator is actually a bottle opener. You can actually use the is a bottle opener. I don't know why they would do that for a kid, but it's an actual. The back, it looks like a wing, and it opens up, and it's literally you can pop a big bottle and pop it open. So, really, even better. and on the front has the twist where you don't have to, so you just twist it.
We're at the 10-minute warning, give or take. So we just need
Okay.
Not that I want to slow things down, but just need to be aware of that.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Just like we talk after every show, it's the dang hour and 15 minutes flies by.
It does. It really does. So.
Yeah, that is frustrating with the cars. If you're out there looking, having to look in multiple positions to find out what something is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they did the UPCs that way. I don't know if it's just purely a numbers game or what. But
yeah, but like the other day when we went and bought the case, the lady's like, I have to take each one out so I can scan each one. I'm like, no, you don't. It's an assortment. Just take this car, hit it once and times 72. Done. That's it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to go and take each car out. But the lady sat there and had it and took each car out because she didn't want to pay attention. So she's going, oh, she hit the car, and I'm like, oh, I'll take that car now because I already had the closed case. So and I'm like, oh, I'll take that one too. Oh, I'll take that one too.
Does the case itself have a barcode on the outside?
No, it has just a it has a scan code. So when Mattel hits it, so.
But not a UPC.
Sorry, Dawn. You'll see it tonight. I did miss 2 cars that I forgot to show. Oh, I mean, it was a spur of the moment. I wanted to make sure that this was working, and I'm happy that this thing's working the way it is. So
I'm gonna definitely test out the webcam side. I want to see how it's.
Yeah, it cleared. It's really, really clear. It's really nice. But like I said, we have to work on getting that work because they're saying if you punch on it and you say learn more, you go into all their setups. It says you can put up to 20 people in the chat.
Really?
This
That's what
is-
YouTube's about, Dom. Building suspense. He wants you to come back.
Yeah. I mean, you blew everybody away last week, Dawn. So I don't know why if you wanted to, because if you win again, you're going to be facing Lady Freebird, Anne Marie, to go on for the winter, for the December racing. So yes.
I don't know that I've scheduled Monday's show yet. I'll get that out the next day or so. But yeah, I think we're back on my channel next week, beginning on Monday.
Hi, Pamela. Glad you're here.
We're about to wrap things up, Pamela. Sorry you showed up at the last minute. You can definitely go back and rewatch if you want to catch up if nothing else is going on. Don't be afraid to rewatch. Rebecca, every time I try to go live on Streamlabs, it says bad connection and buffering. What do I do?
Rebecca, this can we tell you something quick? Because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it myself. Do what Tommy did. Go on, set up your Google Hangout, put your phone on, get yourself situated, highlight yourself when you're on your phone, mute yourself at home, and then go out. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. So that's the Google way of going around things.
I've only downloaded Streamlabs. I know some people use it.
I don't like it at all.
I mean, it's a good product. I mean, bad connection. You know, it's purely based on your LTE or your 4G connection. You know, if you're in a bad spot that doesn't, you know, you're not getting good internet data service, it's going to do that. It's going to buffer. It's tough.
Right. But that's the best bet, Rebecca. You can try that. Tommy did very well with it last week, and he's going to do it again this week. So I think I'm going to work on it myself too. Maybe later. I don't know. We'll see. But.
So what time is he starting in the morning? He is going to do is he doing his actual thing tomorrow in the morning?
Yeah, 8:30 to be 9:30 my time.
And that's actual alive. I know he did the walkthrough last weekend. This is going
to be an actual live that he's going to go in. If you are, we've been trying to get him but yesterday. That's why I wish he was on today. If we could, I wanted to have everybody starting to get pre-registered today, that they can get in touch with Tommy and pre-register with their PayPal, so he doesn't have to worry about it. Like sitting there, all right, who's, you know, at least he knows, because at least the person finds it and they say, okay, bang, I want that piece. All right, send it. You know, you're already registered with me. Just send it. Boom.
Right.
Boom. Because I think that's what Destiny's going to do is I'm going to be on with watching the chat. He's going to be doing the stuff. She's going to be keeping an eye on chat also, but keeping an eye on if all the PayPal's coming in to make sure they're coming in properly and sending out invoices and stuff like that. She's going to be sitting on her cart doing that.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's on Tommy, the Bargain Effects channel. His link is down in the description. Anthony dropped that. So if y'all are interested in that tomorrow, check that out.
It'll be really cool, guys. I'll definitely be watching since, you know, sourcing's going to be kind of, you know, difficult this weekend, in Pittsburgh at least. So be nice to see what kind of opportunities there are there. And basically what they're doing is they're allowing you to actually shop at Tommy's flea market, and there's a $5 charge or 10%, whichever is greater, on whatever items that you'd want them to pick up. So for me, I'm thinking, well, $5 like that, I'm going to pay more than that in gas to go to a flea market. So it's a really good deal, guys. So you want to make sure that you tune in for that. If nothing else, it'll be entertaining.
Yeah. Never know. You might find that one piece that you'll sit there that Tommy's not really aware of and that you really know the niche on, and boom, you pick it up and it costs you $10 shipped, and you go and you throw it back on, you throw it on. So.
Yep. All right, we're bumping up against time. You want to go ahead and say our last goodbyes?
Living room.
Sure. All right, guys. Well, I just want to wish everybody a safe and happy holiday weekend. Hopefully you guys have some good sourcing opportunities. Hopefully there's some good money to be made. Make sure you're tuning into the Home Flea Market Shopping Network tomorrow with Tommy and Derek on the Bargain Effect. And if you're free tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, come stop by the channel because we'll be having a live working hangout.
Cool. Just watching something. Yeah, I appreciate everybody showing up. We'll be back Monday on my channel, and we definitely appreciate everybody spending their Friday morning with us. You got anything, Derek?
Yep. All right, guys. I think Derek's busy.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm just having a phone call. I want to thank everybody. I'll talk to you guys later. Be positive and have a great weekend. I'll see you guys tonight.